Okay, I want to make this video sweet and short. This is way late for me, but I thought I'll get this out so that you guys can start preparing. So if you're reading this video, you have received an email and you are one of few students in the program who have been invited to represent Indiana State University's supply chain program at this fall's career fair. So that is an achievement in itself, and so make sure that you pat your back for me on that. We have a lot of expectations out of each one of you, and we hope that you will get the best out of this career fair. Unlike other career fairs, this time it's unique in the sense that we have 8 companies that we have been able to bring to campus, and they all have distinct times when they're coming to campus. And so as you'll see, I have all of these companies coming in at either 4 to 5 or 5 to 6 between Monday and Thursday next week, and each of them have their own distinct Zoom meeting links. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about the preparation piece. First and foremost is the logistics side of it. Now, there are broadly 2 groups of students who is listening to this video and getting this email. One group who have taken a course with Dr. B and another group who has not. If you have taken a class with me before, it doesn't have to be OSCM 300. Most of you have been through OSCM 300, but I know at least 3 to 4 students who have taken other classes with me and now are taking OSCM 300. But as long as you have taken a class with me, I have under most circumstances worked with you on your resume. And so I'm sure from that point to today, if you have been through an internship, your resume has been polished even more. For those of you who are in Professor Jones's OSCM 300 class, you have been through that process of working with Mr. Harris first and then working with me, which is why you have been invited. So your resumes are ready. That's the first piece of the puzzle. Now, unlike a typical career fair where you would print your resumes, carry a portfolio with you and all of that jazz, this is much easier, right? This is a virtual career fair. And so the expectation of logistics is a little bit different here. First is make sure that your computer is properly charged. Find enough time before you sit so that you are not palpitating. Keep your resume open in a page so that you can instantly share your resume with the recruiters. If there is an interesting project that you have done as part of your class, if there is a certain synopsis of the project that you feel will get discussed as part of the discussion, keep that thing ready. You do not want the interview time to start browsing, sharing, and all that jazz. Keep everything ready, keep everything open, so that once the interview begins, as the discussion proceeds, if you have to share something, it's natural. This is the first time probably you are watching Dr. B in a t-shirt at home. That's because I'm home and this is a video that's going nowhere except for you people. When you are interviewing for a position, it doesn't matter if you are in a room or if you are virtual. You bring your best foot forward, and that also applies to how you dress. Okay, so make sure for male students you shave and you wear a good shirt, wear a tie. If you want to wear a coat, fine. If not, that's fine, but make your best appearance. That is extremely important. Doesn't matter what the interface is. You are trying to sell yourself and you should sell yourself in the best possible way. The only thing that you cannot control is the quality of internet. And so one option is to probably stay in the College of Business building during that time, find a room to settle down. If you need help during that time, I can help you with opening up a few rooms that we have empty, but that way you have more internet access. It's a little bit more steady than at home. I've felt it myself multiple times. So that is the only part that you can't control. Everything else is in your control. Your resume, how prepared are you? Looking into each of these companies. Master Brand, they make cabinets. They're out of Jasper, Indiana. Rolls-Royce, Crown Equipment, Toyota, they are all heavy engineering driven companies, okay, into heavy manufacturing. Then you have North American Lighting, which is a provider to the car manufacturing industry. Uh, then you have AstraZeneca that comes from the uh, pharmaceutical world. They're based out of Evansville, used to be Bristol Myers Squibb. And then you have Envista, which is a supply chain consulting company, which is a different spin altogether. And last but not the least, you have Geodis, which is a warehouse logistics 3PL company. So you have a good mix of companies, and you would want to do your research on these companies. Be prepared to ask questions rather than only listen to their questions. They also will give you a chance. What do you have for us? And this is where you want to make your mark. So prepare well. Um, and I'll provide much more guidelines when we eventually meet during the meeting in terms of how much time you have, when you have to leave, and so on and so forth. But some of these basics should not change. Keep all those preparations ready, get plenty of time beforehand so that you don't stress out. All the very best, and I'll talk to you soon.